Hello, friends, fans, and fiends. I am Megan with Meeg's Readings, and I have a general reading for us for the week of December 4th. If this is finding you at a different time, then maybe that's the time that you need to hear this information. First of all, I was getting a channeled message of hang on. If you are going through a really hard time, spirit guides want you to hang in there. The song from the 80s, maybe it was the early 90s, Hang On for One More Day, has been cycling through my head with this. So just hold on for one more day. Hold on for one more day, not hang on. But that's what they want you to know. Just stick it out one day at a time, because that's really all we're ever given, is one day at a time, no matter what we are going through, good, bad, or indifferent. So with that said, let's get on with the cards. I have pre-shuffled the cards, and I will pull three that are our main themes for the week, and then maybe some clarifiers, and from there we will end with an oracle card. All right, so first up we have strength. How about that for hanging on? All right, let's draw on our strength this week. Even when we don't know where it's going to come from, even when it's hard, let's take a look at that image for a moment. It is a woman taming a lion. She's got her hands on that lion's mouth. All right, you guys, we have the ability to do that. We can tame the lions in our life. So whatever it is, just go ahead, grab it by the mouth, and you make it do what you need it to do. And we don't let it bite us. And if it does, we heal. That's the long and the short of it. No matter what happens, if we get wounded, we heal. If we tame the lion, we tame the lion. All right, let's go on. 9 of Pentacles. So this is we are there. We're at the harvest point. We have some things that have been going well for us. And if you're not sure what that is, take some time. It doesn't have to be anything big and dramatic. For some people it will be, but take some time to figure that out. What has been going well for you, and celebrate those wins. And know that all of your hard work is paying off. Those are grapes in the background. That is the harvest for this person. And those symbolize a difficult project, a difficult thing that is now coming to fruition. So look for the wins. All right, I'm going to move on. 4 of Pentacles. So he's sitting there and he's holding them close, and he could go to that city in the background and spend them. He could hold on to them and save them. This is a card of figuring out what it is you need to do with your resources. So take a minute, sit down, and figure out where it's best to put your resources. Do you have enough to go out and spend something on something fun? Then go ahead and do it. Do you need to save right now? Then please do that. And trust your intuition on that. Trust your intuition on what it is you need to do with your resources. Also, it's a number 4. It is a building of stability. So take the things that are coming forward to you, the resources coming forward to you, and seek out some stability with those, all right? Because sometimes times are not stable, and we need to have that base, that foundation of stability to move forward with our lives. All right, I would like to pull some cards to expand on this. So let's start with strength. What is it we are facing? What do we need to know about the things that we are facing? So I'm going to pull from the middle of the deck. And we have a choice. We have the 2 of Wands. So this came up recently in another reading. So we're still facing some choices. And so sometimes they're difficult to face. So draw on your strength, draw on your experience to know which way to go. And these choices in general, when this card comes up, are neither is better than the other. They're just choices. And sometimes that's even harder. It takes even more strength to move forward when we have 2 fairly equal choices in front of us. So let's pull one more. King of Pentacles, again with the resources. So Spirit is asking us to be wise with our resources, but I'm not seeing anything here that says be stingy with your resources, okay? Being afraid to spend is far different than being wise with your spending. So spirit guides aren't saying, oh no, it's terrible, everything's awful. They're saying, just be cautious. Take a second and maybe don't do the impulsive spending, you know. So when you're out and about or you're scrolling through the internet and you see something really cool, wait a minute before you buy it. That's what it's saying. It's not saying don't buy it. It's saying just wait a minute. Give it a little time and maybe come back to it. And if you still want that thing, go ahead and spend your money on it. What is this Nine of Pentacles? All right, we have the Ace of Wands. And so that's saying that there are some new creative pursuits coming in, some new opportunities coming in. So as you are coming to the end of one cycle, because 9 is close to the end of a cycle, for some numerologists, it is the end of a cycle, look for those new opportunities. When you are looking for those new opportunities, have some wisdom about it, all right? Let's beware of those that would be sneaky, and also don't you be sneaky about it, all right? So this is both sides of that coin. Don't you be the sneaky guy, and don't let the sneaky guy take advantage of you as you are looking to do the next thing. I come back to that idea of take a minute. It's the same thing with your spending, like don't spend right away. Don't take everyone's advice right away. Sometimes take a minute, sit with it, let it sink in, and decide, is that the correct advice for me or not? Because advice is just advice. It's just someone giving you their ideas of what you need to be doing. But at the end of the day, it's your choice what you actually do. All right, what is this Four of Pentacles? Let's get some more information about that. All right, I'm smiling because our Two of Wands is back. So I've got my double deck. So I've got 2 of every card in this. So our Two of Wands is back, making a choice, which I said earlier, you know, you have that choice, hang on to your resources or use your resources and spend them. And again, neither one is particularly good or particularly bad. Just take that time to figure out which you are going to feel best about. And we have the Queen of Cups. I'm hearing, don't make emotional decisions about your spending, about your resources. If an expense is causing you to have a very strong emotional reaction, again, take that moment, take a little time to figure out why it's causing you such an emotional reaction, get to the bottom of that so you can move forward in a more straightforward manner, in a manner of, oh, okay, I need to buy this because of that. I need to pay this so I can do that. Or I want to buy this so that I can have this feeling, have this whatever, you know. So just, it's asking you to take a step back and not be an emotional spender, but have that control over your emotions and have that mastery over your emotions that a queen should have. The other thing I'm noticing in here is I've got 9 cards out, and 4 of the 9 cards have this yellow background. Yellow in tarot is a very prosperous and beautiful color. So know that spirit guides want good things for you. They want you to be prosperous in every way. And I'm talking mainly about material goods here because we have 3 Pentacles cards, which are generally material goods. So it could be money, it could just be things coming in, gifts coming in, things that you find along the way, but typically tangible material goods. So yeah, spirit guides want us to have that, but they also want us to be careful and manage them well. So I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to use my new deck. It is the Winter Seer Animal Oracle. Actually, that's the cover of the book. Let me show you the cover of the actual box. It has the crow on it, or the raven, I think it's called in this deck. And I don't know how to pronounce this person's name. Ciolo Thompson. I should find out how to pronounce their name. But let's see. And I think I'm going to do a review of this deck. So look for that coming up. Hopefully by the end of this week, I will have that up. It's a beautiful deck. So just the little tidbits I have for you about what I like about this deck so far. Number one, the artwork. That's always what draws me in first. And number two, the size of the cards is more typical of like playing cards. So if you're like, hey, let's play poker, let's play Go Fish, and you go and grab your playing cards, it is more of those size. And for the size of my hands, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Let me compare them to. So I'm going to shuffle it some more to get the actual animal we're going to be using. But if you can see, so it is just a touch smaller than my Rider-Waite tarot deck, because those tend to be a little bit longer than playing cards. All right, so let's do a couple more shuffles. I had pre-shuffled these, but I don't know. I'm shuffling them again because I am. All right, one more. And we will see which animal comes up. All right, we have the horse. And the key word is travel, which honestly makes sense. We are in the holiday season here as I'm recording this, and a lot of us are traveling. And it is a winter scene, so it looks like, you know, kind of that Christmas travel, heading to the family for Christmas or whatever holiday you might celebrate this time of year. So let's see what this has to say. But ultimately, firstly, I should say, my intuition is telling me that travel is fine, but be careful. Make sure that everything that you need in order to travel is working correctly, is set up correctly. Just take that minute. Again, everything about this reading and what spirit guides are telling me are just take a minute. Don't rush. Don't rush. A lot of us have this tendency to rush this time of year because it tends to be a very busy, busy time of year. The other sneak peek I want to give you is, so look at the size of this book compared to my head, right? So I would say, if we were to spread it out, it would be like a standard 8.5, 11 sheet of paper like you might put in your printer. And so in the book, the pictures are blown up so much bigger than the cards. So you get a nice big picture of the cards. Okay, so anyway, let's read about the horse. Travel, luck, speed, strength, beauty, and messengers. So our strength is being echoed. Our strength card is being echoed by our horse card. Okay. The horse is admired for its speed, agility, and beauty. Horses have a special relationship with humans and have heavily influenced the course of human history. And there's a lot of good luck. I'm actually going to skip ahead to the section. This is broken into sections within the information about the animal and then what it means in a reading. Horses are a symbol of travel, adventure, and a wandering spirit. The horse may indicate a restless spirit, wanderlust, or the need for a new adventure. The journey that a horse may personify can be literal, across a physical distance, or it may be metaphorical. Honestly, for most of us, I think this is a very literal travel. But there are some people that you're simply not going to leave your house for whatever reason, and there is no travel this time of year. So take it for what it means to you if this is a metaphorical journey. For example, you may find yourself embarking on an internal journey towards self-empowerment, a course of study, or a new venture, or a relationship. The horse reminds us of the sacred cycle of life and of the value of the journey itself. Try not to focus on the end result to the detriment of the journey. The way in which you get there is often more important than reaching the end. You will experience times of prosperity in life, but remember that pain, illness, loss, and failure are also stops along the way, which goes back to my channeled reading of hang in there. because pain, illness, loss, and failure are also stops along the way in life. The spirit of the horse reminds us to carry on and accept all the stations on the wheel of fortune. There are some things we can control or prevent, and others we must simply accept and move through. So that's not all there is in the guidebook about this, but honestly, I think that is what we needed to hear today. And so I'm going to close this reading there. I would love to hear in the comments how this relates to your life, if this is meaningful to you, any part of it. And as always, liking, sharing, and subscribing, hitting all those buttons is the best way to support me. If you would like to support me further, there are links in my link tree to do that. And I will see you in the next one.